Imagine checking your bank statement and seeing transactions you never made. For 380,000 people in 2018, this nightmare became real. The British Airways data breach was a watershed moment for web security. It wasn't a smash and grab, it was a silent, invisible heist. The perpetrators were a group known as Magecart. Their weapon of choice? A technique called digital skimming or form jacking. Think of it like a skimmer on an ATM, but instead of a plastic device, it's a few lines of malicious JavaScript code hidden on a legitimate website. In the BA case, attackers compromised a third-party script, specifically a modified version of the Modernizer JavaScript library. They injected just 22 lines of code. That's all it took. This tiny payload was designed to do one thing. Listen. When a user hit Submit on the payment page, the data went to British Airways as intended. But simultaneously, a copy was sent to the attackers. They set up a domain called Boweries.com. To a casual observer, or even some security filters, it looked like a legitimate British Airways server. The harvest was total. Names, billing addresses, email addresses, and crucially, full credit card numbers including the CVV codes. Normally, companies don't store CVV codes, making stolen databases less useful. But because this was captured during input, they got everything. It wasn't just the website. The mobile app used the same compromised functionality, meaning app users were just as vulnerable. The attack ran for over 2 weeks, from August 21st to September 5th. That's 15 days of unrestricted data siphoning. It wasn't British Airways security that found it first. It was a third-party researcher who noticed the anomalies. The fallout was historic. The ICO initially proposed a fine of £183 million under new GDPR rules, a massive wake-up call for the industry. So how do we stop this? The failure here was blind trust in third-party assets. If you can't verify it, don't load it. One solution is sub-resource integrity, or SRI. It checks the fingerprint of a file. If even one byte changes, the browser refuses to run it. Another key defense is Content Security Policy, or CSP. This whitelist restricts where the browser can send data, blocking unauthorized domains. A strict CSP would have prevented the browser from sending that stolen data to the attacker's server, stopping the breach in its tracks. This highlights the danger of supply chain attacks. You are only as secure as the weakest third-party script running on your site. Beyond prevention, companies need real-time client-side monitoring to detect when scripts behave unexpectedly. The British Airways breach taught us that the perimeter has moved. It's no longer just the server, it's the user's browser. Web skimming remains a threat, but with tools like SRI and CSP, we can turn the lights on and stop these thieves in the dark. Stay secure and check your scripts.